Yeah, YouTube family, let's see what I want again. The Maverick in a reggae Phoenix shirt again. The Jamaica colors again. I'm going to do it deliberately because of what I want to talk about today. I want different kind of analysis today. I not just talk about who win and who come second and who get gold and who get bronze today. I look upon the when we see as the culture of winning in a Jamaica track and field. I want to tell you go further. See, me have all the flag here too. See, Jamaica, we think they don't know that already. But people, Jamaica is a very unique culture, you know, especially when it comes to sports, you know. And you see, winning, me think we value winning in a sports more than most other cultures in the world. I'm going to try to explain what I mean. You see, since Oblique Civil win the 100 meter there, for the people in the diaspora, whether they are Jamaica right now, I know whether they're abroad or not in this foreign culture, what it means when you see Jamaica, little Jamaica, your Jamaica, are dominate the rest of the world on a big international stage. That must be a very, very good and satisfying feeling. But there's a different kind of energy when you're there Jamaica amongst the Jamaicans, and you see how we react and the kind of vibe and the kind of positivity we come off of we when the team win, you know, and when we individuals win, you know. You see, since Oblique Civil win the gold medal, the people, it's like the amount of discussion, the narrative, the analysis, the in-depth look, it's like it brings out a different level of connectivity, you know, with Jamaica and with athletes, you know. And it is only inspired to this level by winning. And yes, obviously, it kind of, you know, gathered momentum. The mentality kind of gathered momentum with the dominant era with Veronica Campbell-Brown coming into Usain Bolt, Shelley and Fraser-Price from 2008 come down. And as a result of that, we kind of get used to winning. And because we get used to winning and dominating the world, it's like Jamaicans over time not really settle for less than that, you know. It's like psychologically, we don't settle for less. That is why sometimes we're so critical of our athletes when they don't perform up to expectations. And a lot of people like pressure the analysts them and the general fandom when them, you know, them critical of the athletes when them underperform. But you know what, how I look at it? Me look on it as a standard where Jamaicans set for the athletes, you know. That standard was obviously set by that golden era. But we should never ever apologize for set high standards of performance for the athletes, our national representative. The day we start do that is the day when our standards fall and the level of pressure will go upon the athlete them for deliver and go fall, and as a result we will sink to a satisfaction with mediocrity. What we don't want to do, we will continue to mark hard and love the athlete them, overlove them when them win, and commensurately be critical of them or be honest with them. Let me put it that way, be honest with them when them underperform. That is why we're so good. Me I tell you, since Oblique Civil win the race, I never know so we have so much Oblique Civil fans in Jamaica. They've been silent all along, you know. All of a sudden you hear every other Jamaican say, me didn't know Civil are going to win, you know. Civil are my runner. Me suspect say if Kishian did win, I saw the Kishian fans would have come out of the woodwork and say, yo, me did tell you say Kishian are going to win. Me know say Kishian are going to win. Me dream say Kishian win. Kishian are the biggest thing since Usain Bolt. I saw Jamaican deal with the winners. And commensurately, you have to remember, you know, at the same coin with two different sides, you know. Commensurately. You see the people who don't win, them not go ever get the same kind of appreciation as the people who win. And that's understandable. You have some people, you know, especially people them close to track and field and close to the athlete them personally. Them always try to make this case that we must just respect all of the athletes from a make the team or your national representative. Respect must go to you regardless of whether you make a final or you make a semi. No. That is absolutely, completely, and cerebrally wrong. Jamaicans have a thing about winning. Remember, you know, we are a small, developing nation, you know, and we have the gall and the balls to compete with big, global superpowers, you know, and others are competing, you know, and beat them, you know. Why you think we compete with them big superpower there and beat them on the track? Why? Because of the standard we set for ourselves. And when you see brand Jamaica out there propel, you see them youth when you see out there run on the track. What do you think them youth they tell themselves when they run on the track? Say a little Jamaica me come from? No, another attitude that them have. Them have the attitude say, yeah, me are the biggest thing on the track here. No boy, no girl not beat me. And so you have to talk to yourself. The other day me I watch the replay of the race with Oblique Civil. And you know, you remember after him win the race, him tear off him jersey and him say, put some respect for my name. And a bridge in the dead. It's a kind of conservative youth where, you know them kind of boring conservative people. Say, boy, I'm going too much now, you know. Me say, what? Me have to tell him some bad word. Me say, you mean the man are going too much? The man just win the world title in the 100 meter sprints. How you mean the man are going too much? The man earned the right for going or him a going. You must say him for cool cause. Me say cool for what? The man just beat the entire world. You know the kind of pressure, the kind of sacrifice, the kind of struggle where this youth are go through physically, psychologically. And for finally get across the there when you can beat the world and do what was always expected of you. But you kept falling short, you kept disappointing yourself, you kept disappointing your family, you kept disappointing your fans. And for finally deliver. And you just let it all out. And you talk about the man are going too much. Me say someone if you go from here, you know. Me can't tell you what me tell him say. I don't know what's on the Mavericks stay already. But again, though, people, I mean, now stop emphasize this, you know. We have to maintain the right to be commensurately critical of our athletes when they disappoint us. We make it up back when them deliver and we big them up. But commensurately, don't expect the people to go quietly off into the sunset when the athletes underperform or fail to deliver. We can't have it both ways. Me know some ever whole lot of people on that channel here, you know, come see all the while, you know, cost me whenever me dare to say any critical of the athletes. As if the athletes are sacred cows. Me and Asafa Powell always in an argument with it. Because you know Asafa case already. Asafa is the quintessential failure to deliver when it's expected, you know. So you kind of expect him personally to have that perspective there. But that standard where Jamaicans hold them athletes to, is that's why them so good enough people. And that me really try to say to you know. And to be critical of your athletes, some people, you know, them have this thing where them parallel, you know, critical analysis of an athlete or an athlete's performance with tearing down. It is what help to make we so good when we hold them to high standards. That's why we cherish winners. So it is the value of winning that makes the athlete them so precious to us when them win, you know. Then if the value of winning to the Jamaican psyche, the Jamaican people, the Jamaican culture, if the value of winning is so high, then how can you then expect the disappointment of losing to not be commensurately low? This oblique civil win, people, may I tell you now, the frenzy, the vibe, the energy where Jamaican track fans and Jamaicans generally I feel is almost like if you're having doubts or you're having some personal problem in your life and you see this little black youth to represent Jamaica on the international stage and I beat everybody. You in your little corner, all of a sudden start feel better about yourself, you know. And when you realize the journey where the athlete go up and for reach where he reach, you in yourself can garner some hope. Say, yo, you can also overcome, you know. That are the deep kind of effect the performances of our athletes have on our people, you know. Some of the people never realize. And the moment we start to drop the standard of what we expect from them and holding them accountable, that is the moment where we'll sink into mediocrity and sink into accepting mediocrity. So make we just keep the same energy and the same vibes. And remember, you know, don't just watch the video of them. Press out a little something there, yeah? Make me go and build up the number. See it here? See Jamaica flag here, you know. Oral Tracy, Maverick. And you think of that alone? We have a thing in the World Cup qualifying. The reggae boys. We're on the way right now, you know. Yeah? So on the track and field alone, we want to get to the World Cup there too. Go back on a big international stage there too. We're on our way now. We play 2 games out of 6. We win the 2 games then without conceding a goal. We have some weaker opponents we just need to don't lose to none of them and beat most of them. And we're going straight to World Cup again. More feel good, more boastfulness for Jamaicans, more walking in the chest high, more waving at the flag, more sit here. We don't got tired for my face. Jamaica in the place. I want you to tell us about Maverick, you know. Maverick like travel around the place and jump on a plane and go and find about me. A Jamaica me there and a Jamaica me love and a Jamaica me support. Who want vex. You don't have a bigger Jamaica supporter than me. You see some people, eh? I know politics. Oh, you think of politics? I know politics. I know politics. How much Maverick? Jamaica me say. How many Maverick me say? Jamaica see that. Jamaica me say, brand Jamaica me say. Winnings we say. We love winners and we love winnings. One Jamaica, one Maverick, see that.